Rum has a secret that many premium rum brands hide behind, and most of them don't want you knowing this. You see, unlike whiskey, rum doesn't have any global restrictions preventing how much sugar, how much artificial ingredients, how much vanilla is added to those bottles. Yes, some countries like Jamaica do have rules and regulations. For example, to carry the words Jamaican rum on a bottle, it has to be distilled, aged, and then bottled in Jamaica and be additive free. However, that doesn't stop Jamaican rum distilleries selling off their excess rum to the likes of Ian Gear in Holland, to the likes of the main rum company here in the UK up in Liverpool. And if that rum is then aged and bottled outside of Jamaica, then these brands can add as much sugar as they want, as many additives as they want. They can change that whole taste of that Jamaican rum, but it cannot have the phrase Jamaica rum on the bottle. Case in point, this bottle of supermarket own brand Jamaica rum. To the uninitiated, you would think this is proper Jamaican rum. However, it's heavily sweetened and, dare I say, many additives, many flavorings added to make the rum taste more palatable. So therefore, it cannot contain the phrase Jamaican rum. But they get around it by having the words Jamaican dark rum. And many people mistake that for being proper Jamaican rum, and it's not. Now, a lot of these premium rum brands don't want you knowing that because they are using young rums, probably poorly made cheap rums. Then they're masking the taste with lots of sugar and lots of additives. They're then putting it in a premium looking bottle and selling it for triple the price of what it's actually worth. And in fact, there's even additives on the market now that will make a rum taste like it's been in the barrel for 12 years, when in actual fact it's only been in the barrel for about 12 months. The problem is none of this has to be listed on the label. So here are 5 premium rum brands that I think are robbing you blind. And I'm going to give you 5 rums that I really do think are worth the money. So first off, I'm going to start with Don Papa. At 40 to 45 pounds here in the UK, I think is a complete and utter rip-off. It's a rum from the Philippines, and even recently they've had to cut back the amount of sugar they put in the bottle for it to even legally be called a rum here in the UK. And yes, while we do believe it has actually been aged for 7 years in a barrel, there's still enough sugar in the bottle to mask that. And because there's no age statement on the bottle, we can pretty much assume there are younger rums in that blend to sort of bring the cost price down a little bit. Even if this rum was £35 here in the UK, I would still think it's overpriced. Then next up, I'm going to pick on Bumbu again at nearly £40 a bottle here in the UK. Yes, sometimes you can get it on offer a little bit cheaper, but even when it's on offer, I think it's ridiculous money for what you're actually getting. I mean, it doesn't even say rum on the bottle because it's not. It's got way too much sugar in it and vanilla flavorings in it to even legally be called a rum. I've seen some tests on this which show 50 grams of sugar per litre. That's like a sachet of sugar per double shot. So the biggest guarantee I can give you when you're buying Bumbu, yes, it might taste nice to some of you, but you're never going to taste any rum from it. Now, next up, I'm going to pick on Ron Zacapa for £60 plus a bottle here in the UK. I think you are having an absolute laugh. I mean, up until recently, it had the big number 23 on the front of the bottle to give the illusion that you were buying a 23-year-old rum. You are really not. It's a Solera aged rum. And yes, while there might be trace amounts, and I mean minuscule trace amounts of rum in that Solera system, it's been there for 23 years. There is no way the vast majority of the rum in that bottle is even close to being that old. Oh, and of course, it's heavily sweetened as well. In fact, on tasting, you will get more barrel notes from the likes of Mount Gay Eclipse and Appleton's Signature at dramatically like a third of the price nearly than you will do Ron Zacapa. Now, next up, I'm going to look at Dictador 12, and I've got a little bit of a conflict here because I do actually like the taste of it. For all of these rums so far that I've mentioned, this is without a shadow of a doubt my favourite. However, the price point is bonkers. £50 plus? No. Now for me, this was one of like 5 rums that were my first ever premium rums that I bought when I was running my first bar. And I absolutely adored it. And I would go on record, I would pay quite happily about £30 for this bottle. But there is no way you're going to get me even paying remotely close to £50. I mean, it has got the number 12 on the front of the bottle. So again, it's one of these rums that give you the illusion it's 12 years old. It's not. It's Solera system. So it's kind of like an average age, but you can't give average ages when you're talking about Soleras because that's how the process works. The chances are there's a lot of very young rum in there. And yes, it has got sweetness added to it. Yes, it does taste nice, as I've said, but it is not worth that sort of money. And don't even get me started on Dictador 20. It's over £60 a bottle because that's the same. Gives you the illusion that it's an extra 8 years old. It's not. It's a Solera. It just goes into another layer of barrels. That's it, really. Now, the 5th rum that I think is overpriced, I am even now can't believe that I'm going to say this because I love the brand so much. They're one of my favorite rum brands, but I do think you're paying a lot of money for the bottle and the illusion more than you are the liquid. And that's Plantaray XO. Again, I'm so conflicted with this. I've had bottles in my collection ever since I started drinking rum. I love the stuff. It's won multiple awards. Then in reality, we don't really know the exact rum blends. Yes, they would probably be open enough to tell us, but the fact is you have to ask. It's not there. The XO doesn't mean 20 years old. It just means it's the anniversary of when it was released. And it's only 1 gram of sugar per litre under the legal requirement for it to be called a rum. 1 gram more of sugar and it's not legally rum. I just can't help but think if this same rum was in a normal Plantaray bottle, then it would probably be selling for £32 to £35 and be a really, really good rum. But at £50, I'm not sure. So there's my 5 rums that I think are robbing you. Now it's time to check out 5 rums that I think you possibly should be spending your money on instead. And the first one of these is probably going to get a lot of grief, but I'm going to stand by it. And that is Pampero Aniversario from Venezuela. Now, my theory here, before all the haters come at me, my theory here is if you like those rums, like Dictador 12, like Ron Zacapa, like Don Papa, then this is properly in your wheelhouse for some £15, £20 cheaper a bottle. I'm not standing here and saying it's the best rum, go out and try it. I'm saying that if you like those rums that I've mentioned previously, you should really like this rum, and it's a damn sight cheaper. Yes, I know the rum enthusiast is still going to be, oh, it's too sweet, it's too sweet. I really like this rum. I think it's a really tasty rum, and at that price point, I think for me, it's a must stock. In fact, I've got a bottle coming in the next week or so. Now, for the second rum, that same logic sort of applies here as well. And I'm going for Ron Barcello Imperial. Now, again, this is a rum that the rum enthusiast would probably go, no, don't have that. But again, my theory is this rum is so flipping cheap, just over £30 a bottle here in the UK. It has dramatically less sugar than all those rums that I've previously mentioned. It's from the Dominican Republic. It actually tastes really, really good. And I think, if you're getting into rum and you want to start like neat sipping without spending a fortune on these 12-year-old rums, you could do a lot worse than the Imperial from Ron Barcello. As I say, is it your 70 or 80 pound 4 square rums? Well, no. But the fact is, it's pretty damn good. And you can get 2.5 bottles for the same price as one of those 4 squares. Now, the next rum I'm going to mention is, I've said this many, many times on this channel. I think pound for pound is probably one of the best rums on the market. And that is Appleton 8-year-old. As I've already explained in this video with Jamaican rum, it is proper Jamaican rum. Therefore, there's no additives, no flavorings. That 8-year-old is really good to sip neat. It is a fantastic price point for cocktails. It's just a great all-rounding rum. Even if you like your rum and cokes. It's for an extra £5. It's a great step up from the Appleton Signature, for example. And look, again, I know most rum enthusiasts would probably spend 15, 16, 17 pounds more and get the Appleton 12-year-old. But at the price point, at 30-ish pounds a bottle, I just think it's a must stock all day long. Now, the next rum I'm going to talk about isn't in the 5 that I am recommending you should try. However, I think it really does deserve a notable mention. I think if the brand was more well known, and it is available worldwide, I think this would actually sell a lot more. And I'm expecting quite a few rum enthusiasts that watch this video to actually agree with me here. And that is English Harbour 5-year-old. I think as a 5-year-old rum, it punches well above its weight. It could punch up with an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old quite easily. Little to no additives added. I've said that because I think it's 0, but I can't be 100% sure on that. But it's definitely not a sweet rum at all. It's a great sipping rum. It's just a little bit too expensive because they're a smaller brand to be a cocktail rum as well. But like, my advice would go and buy the Appleton 8-year-old instead because it is cheaper, but it is a fantastic quality rum. And if you do see it on offer, I think it's worth jumping in. And the caveat I'm going to make with that rum as well, I think it's actually really well suited to whiskey drinkers coming over to try rum. Now, for me, the rum that just pipped it, it was a choice between these two that I put into this video. But the rum that pips it is from Angostura, from Trinidad, and it's the 1824. And again, at the price point, slightly over £35 normally, I think is an absolute steal. I mean, when you look at that price and compare it to the prices that I've mentioned in the 5 that I think are robbing you, the quality of the rum in the Angostura 1824 vastly superior to anything I've previously mentioned. And I don't think I'll have any arguments there. Now, it's one of these rums that doesn't have an age statement on it. We are led to believe there's some part of the blend that's a 12-year-old in there. We know that they have got a 5 and a 7-year-old, and then they go up to the 1919, which is just above the 7-year-old. So the 1824 is the next step up. So we know it has got plenty more older rums in it than, say, the 7-year-old. This rum is perfect for sipping neat. It is perfect for your, if you want cocktails, your old fashions and your rum Manhattans, those style of cocktails. It's not possibly a cocktail rum for me, but at the price point, again, you know, if you're one of these that is drinking Ron Zacapa and Coke or Bamboo and Coke, then this is vastly cheaper and vastly superior. And then lastly, I think this rum is the one that is going to sum up this whole video, because the 5 that I think are massively overpriced, it is inconceivable to me that this rum is actually coming in some cases, £20 a bottle cheaper than those 5. It is just bonkers. It is one of the most revered rums in rum world, and that is Eldorado 12-year-old. Over the years, I have seen the price dramatically increase of this. I remember the first bottle I ever bought was like in the mid-20s. Now it's just over sort of £40 a bottle. But when you are comparing that to the likes of Ron Zacapa, to the likes of Dom Papa and Bamboo, it is just bonkers that this is either the same price or cheaper. This is bare minimum rum in the bottle is 12 years old. It is fantastic, sort of neat sipping rum, but many cocktail lovers, rum cocktail enthusiasts will quite happily use the Eldorado 12 in cocktails because it just takes those things like the Mai Tai to the next level. And while I do stand behind Appleton 8-year-old being pound for pound the best rum on the market, I tell you what, Eldorado 12 really does push it close. If it was slightly cheaper, then there'll be absolutely no arguments. But the fact is, it can be £5 more expensive than the Appleton 8-year-old for arguably the same use case scenario. Oh, it's just fantastic.